Let's work the inner thighs today. Okay, inner thighs. Beautiful. Let's start down inner hip flexor stretch. Tuck the tailbone, lengthening out through the spine, shoulders drawn down, belly buttons are in, no pushing out through the belly, that right angle through the front. Stretch out through the front of the hip flexor. Press the booty back, come into your hamstring stretch. Again, shoulders are down. Press the booty down towards the opposite heel, straighten out through this leg. Then bring him back up and swap it over. Tuck, lengthen, press. Press it back, heel to tushy, hand on the floor for balance, shoulders are down, broadening out through the chest. Beautiful. We're going to bring the knees as wide as your mat, or slightly wider than the hips. Feet are on the floor, but toes are together. So you're making a little diamond shape from the knee to the toes. You're going to come down onto your elbows. So elbows are underneath shoulders. And you press the booty down. Kind of keep those toes together. And you're just going to shift your weight back. The knees might even come out a little bit wider. Really stretching out through those adductors. And then shift it forward. Shift it back. And shift it forward. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Press it back up. Knees are back in. Heel onto tushy. No. Tailbone to tushy, sorry. Tailbone to heel, sorry. We'll get that right. Lengthen out through the arms. Beautiful. We're going to start down in our neutral alignment. So on our back, in the supine position. Okay, so lengthen the tailbone, press the hips up slightly, pushing the tailbone down onto the floor, keeping that nice flat T-zone area. Shoulders draw, squeeze together and draw down towards your brow line. Diaphragm knits together as you draw the ribs down towards the floor. Let's just start by take a deep breath in, drawing in, and then exhale, let one knee just float down to the side, then inhale, bring it back in. Opposite side, exhale, and inhale. And again, exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Good. Really controlling through your adductors, through that pelvic floor muscle groups, into your, and keeping those hips from wobbling from side to side. So really focusing on drawing that belly button to sternum, scooping the ribs towards the hips and tightening through your core. Tuck the chin into your chest, try not to look up towards the ceiling, you want to look out over the top of your knees. Focusing on the rest of the body. Ribs are down. And let's add from there, shall we? So as we draw up one knee down, we hold it there. We extend the leg. We inhale, bring it back in and return. Opposite side, exhale down. Extend, inhale, return and lower. Good, exhale out. Extend in that external rotation through the leg. So as you come out, we keep that external rotation through the hip as we extend the leg. meaning you keep the inner part of your foot facing up towards the ceiling. Knee faces out to the side. And again, focusing on that pelvic floor area, making sure you're not rocking from side to side. And focus on the opposite knee as well. So as you extend the leg, this knee isn't dropped out to the side. We're really keeping it facing the ceiling. 2 more. Last one. Hold it there. You're going to hold the extension. You're going to drop the foot down towards the floor and then lift it back up. Drop it down and lift. Opposite side, keeping up towards the ceiling. Up and down. I have run out of room. Hopefully you're going all the way down to the floor, ladies. I could if I go in there. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Bend the knee. Bring it in. Opposite side. Exhale out. Extend. Hold it there. We lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lifting from the inner part of your knee or the inner part of your thigh. And trying to keep those hips from folding down. Really keeping them level. 3. We're here for a little while. That's a lie. If you feel like you're cracking like I am, just make your range of motion shorter. So don't go all the way down to the floor. Just keep it in that 5 centimeter range. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, bring it back in. Squeeze those knees together and the feet. So we're squeezing, really activating through those abdominals, lower abdominals. Interlace the fingers, place it behind the head. Elbows out nice and wide. Drawing down through the shoulder blades. Ribs to hips and exhale, curl it up. Inhale down. Exhale, curl. Lift the chest, curl the ribs towards the hips. Keeping your tailbone nice and long along the floor. Try not to lift up through the pubic bone. Keeping the pubic bone fat. Press nice and long away towards your heels. Squeeze the knees. Really get the inner thigh working. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Legs to tabletop. Knees are squeezed. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it again. Up and lower. Squeeze the knees. Keeping those knees on top of the hips. Squeeze the knees together for 3, 2. Hold it up on the last one. Hold it there. You're going to reach one hand over to the opposite side, and as you do, you're going to open out. Really rotate. Good. Bring it behind and then rotate back to center and lower down. Exhale up. Reach the hand over and open out. Hand behind and rotate back. 1 more each side. Exhale up. Reach. Open. Inhale, return. Rotate and lower. Exhale up. Reach. Open. Inhale behind. Rotate. Lower. Bring the knees down to the floor. Let's extend the legs towards the ceiling. Tailbone still on the ground, so try not to bring the toes towards your nose. Keep them straight on top of those heels, so your tailbone's still touching the floor. You're going to slowly open the legs out to the side, and then squeeze them back together. Open and close. Point the toe. Open and close. Controlling through your torso. Keeping your torso nice and still. Using the inner thigh to guide the legs out and guide them back in. So it's a nice flowing motion. Both are going at the same time. I'm going to add a little crisscross from here. So we open, we bring the left behind, the right in front, and then we open up again. And then we swap it around the opposite way. Left in front, right behind. cross, and cross, and cross, and cross. Good. Now we're going to add a little bit more to this. If you're feeling good there, stay there. If you're feeling like you want to have a little bit of a challenge, you're going to take it a little bit lower. Keep the cross lower. Hold it in that 45. Open. Cross the opposite way. And then bring it back in. Open. Cross. Lower. Open. Cross. Up. Open. Cross. Lower. Open. Cross. Up. 2 more. Lower. Up. Last one. Down. And up. Keeping the legs crossed, bend the knees. And then exhale. Give a deep breath in. And then exhale. Bring your knees towards the chest, scooping through the lower abdominals. It's going to exhale. Peel the pubic bone towards the belly button, coming into your reverse curl. So really think about the pubic bone doing the work. Those lower abdominals, belly button draws down, pubic bone comes towards the belly button. The knees are just, don't lead with the knees. So don't let the knees start first. You want the pubic bone to lift and bring it in. So really coming from your core. 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs back to tabletop. Have a quick rest if you need. Reset yourself. Arms still stay behind the head. You're going to bring your feet into a little foggy position. Heels together, toes out to the side. And knees open out wider than your hips. Still keeping those knees on top of your hip bones. Try not to bring them into the chest. Keeping that tailbone down onto the floor. Heels are in line with the knees. You're going to take a deep breath in. And exhale. You're going to reach up into your ab curl. And then lower back down. Good. Exhale up. Inhale lower. You're going to add from here. Ready. Up. Squeeze the knees. Open and lower. Exhale up. Squeeze. Open. Lower. 3 more. Up. Close. Close. New word, ladies. It's a squeeze close. 2, 1. Hold it there. Let the knees come out. Hold your ab curl. Extend the legs out. Squeeze the heels together. Squeeze the legs together. Then bring it back. Hold the curl. Out. In. Hold the curl. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Keeping your legs exactly like that. You're going to bring the heels down towards the floor. Keeping your pelvis nice and still. So don't arch through the back. Keep your back on the ground. And slowly bring it down without bringing your back into arch. And then bring them back up. Slowly down. Keeping that diamond shape through the legs. And up. 3. See how I'm not going to the floor, ladies, because my back is arching today. 2, 1. Bring it back in. Lower the legs. Have a quick rest. I'm going to add from there. Last adding, and then we'll swap over. Bring the legs back to tabletop, back into that froggy position or the diamond shaped position. Knees out, heels together. You're going to exhale, lift. You're going to reach your arms in between and extend the legs out, point the toes. Bring the heels back together, flex the feet, hands behind the head, and lower down. Exhale up, through, point. Inhale, bring it back in and down. Exhale up, through and point. Inhale and lower down. 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Bring the arms on the outside. You're going to squeeze the heels together into that crisscross. then open out. Crisscross, open out. Crisscross, open. 5, 4, 3, scoop up that little bit higher. 2, reach through the fingertips. 1, hold it there. Reach your fingertips towards your buttocks away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Stretch it out. Lengthen out through the belly. Lengthen out through the legs. Lengthen out through the arms. Press your back to the floor. Beautiful. And coming up onto your elbow. Alright, so hips are stacked on top. Push this hip away, lifting up through that underboob, keeping your spine nice and long. Shoulder on top of the elbow. Bottom leg nice and long, point the toe. Top leg is on the front, or like so. This is better, okay, because we're going to lift ourselves up as well. So we're going to exhale, lift the leg, and then inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, and lower. If you feel like you just can't get that lift, you won't get as much lift as you normally are on the floor. Feel free to come down, get more stability, keep that hand there, really keep the rib to hip connection, lifting through that bottom knee. 3, no, not 3, not enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, tiny little circles, opposite way. Tiny little circles. Hold the leg up, press yourself back up if you need to. Place the leg down on the floor. Keeping this hand on your hip, you're going to exhale, lift the hip, pressing through the front heel to lift, and then lower down. So we're lifting from that underside. We lift that hip up and lower. Slightly through the heel, more through the underside to lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, I've got a challenge for you ladies. Hold it up if you can. Press down through this leg. I can't even do it. And lift the leg off the floor. Holding for 3, 2, 1, bring it down, lower down. It's okay if you can't do it. That was just a little challenge. Lower yourself down. Both legs along, arm onto side here. Scooping up. Feet a little bit are in front of those hips, not straight out in front of the hips. So you've got that little banana bend through the buttocks, through the butt, lengthening tailbone. Exhale, lift both legs and then lower down. Squeeze those knees together. Exhale, lift and lower. Lift, lower. 3, 2. Hold him up. And let's take him for a little swim. Not too much wider than the hip. 3, controlling your movements. 2, 1, bring the legs back down. Exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold him up, hand on hip. Exhale, reach and lower. Exhale, reach. Keep those legs up. 3, 2, 1. Place the legs down, press yourself up. The top that was on the top side, bend that leg and straighten out through the opposite. Arms are up towards the ceiling, spine is nice and long. You're going to rotate towards the bent knee, chest is looking out and over. And then we fold ourselves over to the leg that's nice and long. Arms are evenly placed by the ears. 3, 2, 1, coming up. And let's come down onto the opposite side. Starting in this position here, shoulder over elbow. on top, bottom leg is nice and straight, point the toe. You can have that external rotation through the leg or through the heel here. Opens up through the hip that little bit more. Squeeze the shoulders together and draw them down and rib the hips. Exhale, ooh, tricked ya. Exhale, lift the leg and lower. Lift and lower. Matt, you can stay there if you wish. Otherwise, come down onto your bicep and lift and lower. You find you'll have a little bit more lift in this position because you're more isolating through the inner thigh as opposed to working the rest of the torso. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold him up. Tiny little circles. Like your toe is tracing a 10-cent piece, but the circles are coming from the hip joint. And let's go back the opposite way. Inner thigh should be burning. 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg down. Press yourself back up. Hand on hip. We exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Press down through this heel. Keep this knee open if you can. Lift the hips straight up. Hips are still stacked on top. 5, 4, 3. Got the challenge to come. 2. It's a challenge for me too. Hold it there. You can place the hand on the floor if you need to. Press down through this heel. And then exhale, lift. You just got to lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Arms out nice and long. Hand is in front for extra stability. Feet are forward in front of the hips. Squeeze the legs together. Then exhale, lift and lower. Lift and lower. As you lift, we're not rolling this hip back towards you. We're really keeping it on top of the opposite one. Really focusing on the torso being nice and tight. Holding all your connections in. Belly button to spine. Relax the shoulders down the back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them up. Separate and take them for a nice slow little flutter. Slow and controlled. Straight legs. Point them, lengthen them away. 3, 2, 1. Bring them back down and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold them up. 1, because that's a lie. Actually, hold them up, yes. Hand on thigh. Exhale, reach it up and lower. Keep the legs lifted. Up. Good. 5, 4. Squeeze the legs. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Whew. Press yourself up. Swap the legs around the opposite way. One leg is bent, one leg is straight. Arms up to the ceiling. We rotate towards the bent knee. We reach up and over to the leg that is long. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Coming back up. Bringing those feet together. And let the knees just drop down. If you're up here, that's no worries, ladies. You'll get there. Main thing is keeping those feet together. Lengthening up nice and tall. Scooping in through your pelvis still. So even though you're stretching, you're still focusing on your core connection. And if you want, you can come down. Just add that little extra. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Pressing back up. Beautiful. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.